hearty welcome to all my students. Yesterday I have declared the results of your FA1 examination. Hope you all would have seen that. Congratulations to all of you who have scored very well, and few students have to improve a lot. And here afterwards, study regularly, learn the concepts properly. Okay. In last two classes, we have discussed about political science. And today let us revise the same lesson. That is, meaning and importance of political science. What is political science? Political science is a systematic study of government and politics. Political science is the branch of social science. As I already told you, political science is a branch of social science. If you see, the other branches of social science are anthropology, psychology, sociology, which discuss about human behavior. How the human behaves. It discusses about how the human behaves in a society. Whereas the political science look into the political behavior of human beings. Understood? The political science looked into the political behavior of human beings. Political science is one of the social sciences dealing with the political activities of man. And it deals with the state and government. In simple terms, we can say the branch of social sciences that control people, elect leaders, opinion their voters, and also help citizens to know their responsibilities in the society is called political science. So what do you mean by political science? The branch of social sciences that control people, elect their leaders, opinion their voters, and also help citizens to know their responsibilities in the society is called political science. Political science studies the origin and nature of state and forms of political institutions. Political science studies the origin means it studies about the birth and growth of the state. And next, it studies about the nature of the state, which means it studies about the relationship between people and the state, and between the states. Understood? Next, it studies about, political science studies about the forms of political institutions, which means the political institution, the running political institution, whether exercising democracy or monarchy or communism, dictatorship. All these things the political science studies. Understood? And the study of state is the main subject of political science. If you see the political science, the main subject matter is the study of state. So which is the main subject matter of political science? The study of state is the main subject matter of political science. In simple terms, we can say political science can be defined as the study of man in the process of governing himself. Political science can be defined as a study of man in the process of governing himself. Political science deals with general problems of the state and government. So it deals with the general problems of the state and government. And now we have learnt about the concept of political science. Now let's learn about the political thinkers and their contributions. How the political thinkers and their contribution were giving an opportunity to develop the political science. How the political science got developed by means of political thinkers and their contributions. The study of political science began with Greeks. As a subject of study, political science began with the Greeks. Though Egyptians, if you see, prior to Greeks, Egyptians, Babylonians, Persians, Indians and Chinese have mentioned their ideas or thoughts about politics. But they failed to develop it as a systematic study. Understood? Though Egyptians, Babylonians, Persians, Indians and Chinese have mentioned their ideas or thoughts about politics much earlier to Greeks, but they failed to develop it as a systematic study. Greeks, but if you see, the Greeks had given an important or independent status for political science. Now let's see about the political thinkers. Who are the political thinkers of the Greek? The Greek philosophers like Socrates and his disciple Plato were great political thinkers. Who were the great political thinkers? The Greek philosophers Socrates and his disciple and his follower Plato were the great political thinkers. Plato, in his famous book called Republic, for the first time discussed the nature and functions of state and government. So this is the first book which discussed about the nature and functions of state and government. And next, Aristotle, the ancient Greek thinker and the student of Plato, is recognized as the father of political science for his valuable contribution to its growth and development. Aristotle has contributed for the growth and development of political science. So he is called as father of political science and he is a student of Plato. He wrote the first treatise or his first work in political science called The Politics. In this famous book, Aristotle discussed the origin, development and functions of state. So in the book called Politics, Aristotle discussed about the origin, development and functions of the state. Even Kautilya in India, Kautilya in his work, popular work Arthashastra, that is a work on economics, he has given a lot of information about political principles. But as I have mentioned you, Indians have mentioned in their works about the politics, but they have not made it as a systematic study. But the Greeks have made it as a systematic study. You can see, for the example, the economics of Kautilya's Arthashastra. In that, Kautilya has given a lot of information about political principles. Understood? Now, let's see about the term politics. You can see the word here polis, which means the highest part of the city. The polis is a Greek word. What do you mean by polis? It is a city, which means city-state. In Greek word, the polis means city-state. Was the ancient city. Usually the polis was the ancient Greek city-state. They were built near the sea. It's called as polis. The Greeks used the term politics for the study of state. The term politics is derived from the Greek word called, yes, very good, polis, which means city-state and therefore a subject which deals with the affairs of city-state and its working was called as politics by ancient Greeks. Now, did you understand how the word politics was derived? Yes, the term politics was derived from the Greek word polis, which means city-state. So the subject which deals with the affairs of the city-state or its working was called as politics by ancient Greeks. However, in modern times, scholars have preferred to use the term political science for the study of state. So modern time scholars had called it as what? Political science for the study of state. Political theorists defined many definitions about political science. And in your lesson, there are 3 definitions. So you have to be thorough with any one, at least any one of the definition you have to be thorough with. Now let's discuss about the first definition. Political science studies the origin, development, nature, administration, type, scope of a state, and rights and duties of the citizen. Political science is the study of all facets of the state. Here I highlighted the word state. And here the state doesn't mean the Karnataka government or Karnataka state or Kerala state or Tamil Nadu state. And here the state means a nation or territory considered as an organized political community under one government. Now, did you understand what is state here in this definition? Which means a nation or a territory which comes under one government. Political science studies the origin, development of a state, which means the political science studies about the establishment of the state, how the state was established, how the country was established, how the nation was established, how it was grown or developed. Nature of the state means the relationship of the people in the society, and between the states and state and the people. And administration, what sort of administration runs in the, what sort of administrative activities are taking place in the state. Type of the state, which means whether it is a democratic rule or democratic republic. All these things we are studying under the political science. And even it studies about the rights and duties of the citizen. And even it studies about the rights and duties which have to be followed by the citizen. And on the whole, political science is a study of all facets of the state. Means all dimensions of the state, all the areas of the state are studied under political science. Now, did you understand this definition? Now, let's go on to the second definition. Political science is also the study of past, present, and future of political institutions, political functions, and political theories. So, all the three tenses. It studies about all the three tenses, that is past, present and future of political institutions, political functions and political theories. So what are political institutions? Political institutions are the system which distributes the power and authority to maintain social order. So the political institutions are nothing but a system which maintains law and order in the country. Understood? The political institutions are the system which maintains law and order in the society. To maintain law and order, it has to distribute power and authority. Understood? Now let's move on to political functions. So what are political functions? Which is nothing but judicial functions, lawmaking functions, guardianship of the constitution, advisory jurisdiction, protector of the fundamental rights of the citizens. Understood? These are the political functions. And next is political theories. Political thinkers have given a lot of theories about politics. The political theories are the scientific analysis made of political institution and political events. Understood? So these theories, these are the theories which could be applicable even in the future. It is a scientific analysis what happened in the institution about the political institutions and political events or political activities. So the second definition is the political science is a study of past, present and future of political institutions, political functions and political theories. Now let's move on to third definition. The study of state, government, human political activities is called as political science. This is in a simple term. It is a very simple definition. So it studies what is political science. The political science studies about the state. It studies about the government and it studies about the human political activities, which is called as political science. The third definition is the study of state, government and human political activities is called as political science. Now, did you all understand the definitions of political science? Now, let's move on to the importance of political science. Now, let's see why the political science is important. Political science helps us to understand the birth and growth of a state. It provides information about the type of governments and political activities involved in the functions of the state. So, political science gives us an information. It makes us to understand how the state was established and how the state was developed, the growth of the state, how the state has been developed. And it provides the information about types of government. What type of government it is, whether it is republic or democratic or monarchy, whether it follows the rule of monarchy or aristocracy, democracy, all these things it gives the information about the government. The political science gives the information and political activities involved in the functions of the state. Political science provides information about the origin and development of ideas such as monarchy, freedom, justice, laws, equality, good government, wars and peace, etc. So here the political science gives the information about the establishment of the state or the country. How was it originated? How it got developed. And not only that, and it gives the ideas about whether it is monarchy rule. The word monarchy, what do you mean by monarchy? Yes, in ancient India, the monarchy rule was in existence, where the king's rule was in existence. That is called as monarchy. And next, the freedom. Whether the people are enjoying the equal freedom, how the people are enjoying the freedom. And justice. The next is justice, whether equal justice had been given to the people. And laws, whether the laws are applicable. What are the laws applicable in the country? And how it abides a citizen. Equality, whether the people are treated equally. All are treated equally or not, will come to know by studying the political science. And the good government, wars and peace, etc. Whether there is internal wars or else the wars taking place between the countries will come to know by studying the political science. Next, the political science provides information about the structure and functions of the state and government. You can see the structure of government of India. Under the control of central government, the country functions. Under the central government, state governments. The state governments are responsible to central government. Under the control of state government, districts are there. So the district controls blocks, municipal corporations, municipalities, town councils. These are the 4 coming under the control of districts. And these 4 are the responsible to districts. And next, under the blocks are controlling Gram Panchayats and Gram Sabha. It is village and village assemblies are controlled by blocks, that is Panchayat Samitis. So, the political science provides the information about the structure of the government and the functions of the state and the government. And next point, in the light of past and the present activities of the government, political science helps to plan the future activities of the state. It also helps to establish a modern welfare state. So we have seen that political science studies about the past, present and even about the future it studies. So once if we know about the past and present activities of the government, it is easy for us to plan about the future activities of the state. So why we have to plan for the future? So as to establish welfare state. What do you mean by welfare state? Welfare state means the state which promotes economic and social security for its citizen. Is called as welfare state. Or in general term we can say well-being of the citizen. Welfare state is nothing but well-being of the citizen or well-being of the state. How can we ensure the well-being of the state? When the citizens are secured socially and economically, then we can call it as a welfare state. Understood? Now let's move on to the next point. Political science provides knowledge of the constitution and laws of the state. What do you mean by constitution? Constitution is a fundamental law of a country. So it provides the knowledge. If a person studies about the political science, he comes to know about the constitution, that is a fundamental law of the country. Next point is political science helps to understand the organs of the government. Which are the organs? Already you people have learnt about it. Already you students learnt about it. That is legislature, executive, judiciary and their functions. What is legislature? Legislature is the organ which makes the law. Next is executive. Executive is the organ of the government which implements the law. And third, judiciary. Judiciary interprets and protects the law. Understood? These are the functions of these organs. The organs functions or legislature's function is to make the laws. Executive function is to implement the laws. And judiciary's function is to interpret and protect the law. And next point, political science develops political consciousness among the people. It keeps the government and the people politically alert and active. If the people have political science knowledge, the knowledge of the political science makes the people conscious about political activities. If the government is making any new policies or else framing the new laws, people having political science knowledge can understand the benefits of it and as well as the disadvantages of it. So once if they have the knowledge of it, even the ruling government and the common people also become active and alert. The knowledge of political science helps leaders and civil servants to understand and solve the problems of the people effectively. So the political science knowledge helps the leaders as well as the civil servants to understand the problem of the common people. If they are able to understand the common problem of the people, they can solve the problems easily. Next it is, knowledge of the political science helps to raise good leadership and good citizen. So here, the knowledge of political science for the leaders. If you see, the leaders know very well which is better policies, which are the better policies and which could be implemented for the well-being of the people. And as a good citizen means here those who knows the constitution, the laws, which are the laws to be abide by the citizen, the rights and duties which has to be performed by the citizen. So he gains the knowledge about the rights and duties and he knows about the laws of a country. If he knows, he becomes a good citizen. So it raises good citizen. Political science helps to raise good citizen. Political science helps to understand the important political institutions like political parties, federations and local bodies. So you can see here the political science which makes us to understand. So some countries are having single party system and some countries are having multiple party system. In India, in our country, we have multiple party system. But in China, if you see, it is a single party system where the president is being elected. And the local bodies such as corporation, municipality, panchayat and village assembly, all these are coming under that. So they can understand, with the knowledge of political science, we can understand the political institutions, what sort of a parties, political parties, federations and local bodies. Political science deals with ideologies which inspire and influence political involvement of people. So the political science deals with the set of ideas which could inspire and influence the common people to get involved in the political activities. Next, last point is the political science provides the knowledge of international relations, especially the occurrence of wars among the nations and the importance of peace and cooperation. So the political science gives us a knowledge about the international relationship, and especially to avoid the wars among the nations, to make the peace existence among the nation and cooperation between the nation. You can see here the Prime Minister is signing the Panchashila Treaty in the first picture, and second picture Indian Prime Minister and Chinese President, and next is Indian Prime Minister and American President, and next it is Indian Prime Minister and Russian President. Hope you all would have understood this lesson about political science. Children, you have to complete your workbook and send the workbook pics to my personal number. Coming Thursday, that is on 17/9/2020, we'll be having a class test in this lesson. So learn properly from your textbook as well as video class and the workbook. Thank you, children.